If someone had told me years ago that I would be able to sleep as long as I wanted to, wake up when I wanted to, without an alarm clock, I would have told them they were crazy. Life was not built that way for me. I have been one who always had to work from a document or a sheet of paper or a check-off list. Be sure to do this, get that done by this time. Just any number of things I needed to do, I had to order my life. Now I can walk outside holding my cup in my hand, listen to nature. Now behind me you may be able to see the goats. You can see the goats in the distance, listening to the goats, to the wind, and have the sun shining on my face. This is what I consider true living. Not only do I consider this true living, this is living emotionally free. No obligations and accountable to myself. I make the decisions that will impact my life solely for me. It's interesting. I think it's very interesting when you're living in survival mode. And for many years before retirement, that's exactly how I lived. I lived only in survival mode. You may have experienced that, I'm not sure. But if you have experienced living in survival mode, I'm going to share with you in upcoming videos and this one as well, how you can avoid some of the things that I encountered on my journey to living my best life. When I was younger, I thought living my best life was having things, going places, doing things that were probably considered insane at that time. But many of the things that I did do when I was younger, I enjoyed. Now I enjoy doing things on my own terms when I want to do them, the way that I want to do them, how I want to do them. When I was younger, I thought happiness would look different. I thought getting married, getting a home, and having a family would be all the difference that I needed between youth and maturity. Actually, I have found that that is not necessarily the case. You see, I got married late, what I considered late. I got married at the age of 30, and that marriage did not work. That marriage did not last. But one thing I'm so excited and grateful for is my son. I have one son who is the joy of my life, and he is a good son. We have a strong mother-son relationship, and we talk every day about little things, big things, and sometimes things that doesn't make any sense at all. But he's willing to listen to me, and I'm also willing to listen to him. And that makes a world of difference, because I was patient with him as he grew and matured, and he was patient with me as I made mistakes as a single parent. I believe he would say I did the best that I could under the circumstances. My son was 9 years old when my divorce was final. How do I raise a boy on my own? But together we did it. He graduated from high school. He graduated from college. He is now married and has 2 children of his own. He is a very hard worker, very smart, and very thoughtful. I don't think I could have asked for a better result from the path we chose after marriage. One thing that many people may not recognize or realize, that when you are leaving a relationship that consisted of 3 whole-bodied people and it is reduced by 1, it sets you up for mental exhaustion, frustration, and a lot of responsibility falls on that person who becomes the major caretaker of the child. And this is how I found myself. I regimented myself to making sure that I was as good a mother as I could possibly be. I made many sacrifices along the way, many that I had not anticipated when I was much younger. But life has a way of throwing a curveball to you, and when that happens, you make the best of the situation. And that's what I did. I made the very best that I could of the situation. So what does making the best of a situation look like? For me, it was a to-do list. My mind was not always the clearest, so I wrote things down, and I write things down to this day to make sure that I'm on top of my game and hopefully do not forget the most important things. So it's my to-do list. Things that are important, things that are necessary, they went on a list, and I followed that list religiously. I had my son follow the list religiously as well. For example, in the bathroom, there was a checklist. Brush your teeth, take your bath, change your clothes, get your clothes for tomorrow, things like that. If I were in the kitchen cooking, I knew what we were going to eat from day to day. Why? I knew because we had a checklist, and we followed that checklist. There was no real thought about what are we going to eat. We would already know because it was on the checklist. My life was very ordered, and that is how I protected my sanity. While protecting my sanity, this is where I felt I had actually lost many pieces of myself. Humans are not just designed to live off of the reading of the Word, the Bible, of course. It did work, and I'm happy to say that I still use a to-do list. In all honesty, I had envisioned a totally different life for myself than what I now have. I never knew peace could feel and look this good. As I walk down the staircase now, we'll take a look at what life has to offer those of us who are willing to take a part of that piece of life that God has in store for us. Never underestimate the power of putting one foot in front of the other. Never give up on your dreams. If you can dream of something big enough, that dream can become its own reality. I'd like to share with you what I'm going to do now is take a moment and do a few video shots. I'm going to show you now some of the things that I enjoy during the course of a day. many paths that we can take in life. And when you get the opportunity to experience peace as I'm experiencing it, you too will be able to say, I never knew peace could look like this. I'm Priscilla, and thank you so much for joining me today in my YouTube video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and be a part of the community. I will respond to all comments, and if you have questions, I would love to answer them and share my journey of being a retired person at the age of 72. Until my next video, I'm Priscilla.